I have some cryptic messages for you, sir.
It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson. Indeed it has, and good to see you as always. How can I help?
Someone is full of pep.
Oh, yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I have since acted upon.
Holmes is nothing if not provocative.
Indeed, the thorny truth is often hard to hear, but it did the job, and now my heart is full.
I'm glad to hear it.
Much obliged, Doctor.
Maybe he killed the ex-husband.
Barnes, does Stevenson's guiding light mean anything to you?
Well, my mind first goes to Robert Louis Stevenson, an up-and-coming author. I've been following his work in the periodicals. Interesting man. I take it his literary pursuits are somewhat of a deviation from the family business.
What makes you say that?
He wrote a poem. Let me see if I have it still. Yes. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labours of my sires, and fled the sea, the towers we founded and the lamps we lit.
The labours of his sires. I wonder what they do.
I have a book on great British families. If the Stevensons have achieved anything of note, they will be in there. Please, feel free to take a look. It should be on the shelves to the right.
Much obliged. Last time we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts. I was wondering if you could help me with this book.
Certainly, Goodness. Where on earth did you procure this grimoire?
It was in
That's a long
Nan's
story.
house.
What do you make of it?
It seems to describe pagan rituals, ancient deities. Wow, what a marvel. I can try and translate it for you.
Just the pages bearing that symbol. This section, really.
Entity of ocean or time. Oh my. Oh, already on it, as you can tell.
If you can have it done at your earliest convenience, that would be lovely.
Okay. So, there should be a book over here that he was talking about. There we go. This volume gathers facts, stories, and gossip about the members and successes of great British families. It is a somewhat chauvinistic account of Britain's finest.
For some reason, it makes my skin crawl.
Doggo! How are we?
Take care of your master.
Yeah, I mean, do we have to? Let's see. Cryptic message to Ashmat. Man says the name Stevenson. Ah, okay. Right, let's see. Stevenson comes from the up-and-coming Scottish author. Okay, Scotland. The period will be 1800s, since that's where we are. Is veered away from his family's non-literary vocation. Exploration. Let's try that. Damn. What would he be? Hose and duck's really nice. Hose and sauce in general is really nice. Hey, Tugnut's nice to see you. Maritime, maybe, since it's the sea. Aha! Right, we got him. The book Greatest British Families briefly mentions the Stevensons, famed for their lighthouses across all of Scotland. Funnily enough, the first Stevenson in the lineage shares the same given name as the latest, the author Robert Louis Stevenson. Ever since the Bell Rock Lighthouse's erection in 1810, the Stevensons have left their mark around Scotland via civil engineering feats in the maritime industry. Whether the lighthouses were built by Robert Stevenson or his sons, Alan, David and Thomas, sailors roaming Scotland's coastline have the dynasty to thank for guiding them to prosperity and safety. Okay. So... the Stevenson family... Oh. Message mentions a place where the cult plans to gather, a lighthouse built by Stevensons west of Lochaber in Scotland. Who is the cult leader? I mean, we've only got these three. Never mind. Okay. I need to talk to Barnes again.
Say, do you possess coastal maps of Scotland?
Oh, good stuff, Kreisman. Nice.
Have you figured out what the Stevensons are known for?
Feats of lighthouse engineering. You have my thanks for the book.
My pleasure, Doctor. Do you need any particular part of the coast?
Lochaber, west coast.
Lochaber.
Right then, I'll unroll it on the desk. All yours. In the meantime, I will attend to my translation.
Much appreciated.
Okay. So now we just have to work out which lighthouse to go to, I'm guessing. Located on the remote island of the same name, Skerryvore Lighthouse lies southwest of the inhabited island of Tyree. Designed and built in 1844 by Alan Stevenson, the tower is a testament of the determination of the Empire's workers and engineers to make life safer for seamen. The lighthouse has seen 6 years of construction, with numerous men risking their lives to build this granite beacon of safety atop dangerous rocks. So this one's just in the middle of nowhere. This one is really in the middle of nowhere. Outer Hebrides Island of Barra Head, the lighthouse illuminates the southern entrance to the Minch. The tower, designed by Robert Stevenson and built by James Smith of Inverness in 1833, is made of stone. It's deemed the United Kingdom's highest lighthouse, standing at 682 feet above sea level. Then this. 1849, Alan Stevenson again. The lighthouse lies at the western end of the Ardnamurchan Peninsula in Lochaber. It architecturally and decoratively depicts Egyptian influences, making it unique among Scottish lighthouses. Made of granite and bearing stone, black lantern. Well, that's the one. That's the one we need. And then Rub Nan Gal means stranger's point in Scottish Gaelic. Never mind. The simple yet elegant brick tower of light, built in 1857 by David and Thomas Stevenson, is not even the only one the dynasty erected that year. It's 62 feet tall and bears a luminous range of 10 nautical miles, lighting the way of ships roaming the Sound of Mull. Okay. Alright. Oops. So I think now we just have to talk.
Doctor!
Let's see.
Barnes, have you finished with the book?
Yes. I've written out a translation of the section you wanted. It, puts the grim in Grimoire.
I thought as much.
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, Leviathans, and the apocalypse. See for yourself. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling. Very compelling.
Hey Zeno, nice to see you. My day's good.
You have been of great help, so yes.
Excellent. I could barely put it down. Farewell. A fascinating book. Thank you for the opportunity.
I've decided to let him have the book because he's gonna go nuts, and I want to see him go nuts. I just hope he doesn't kill his girlfriend. I understand it's probably a bad idea because he will murder, but at the same time, I kind of want him to become an octopus, you know? So that's pretty good. Let's see. So, I think the pagan one, and then it was Rubna Nangal, I believe, wasn't it? Oh no, never mind. Maybe these two? Oh! It's the guy. I know who it is, but I can't prove it. I'm guessing I have to go talk to Sherlock.
Please let Mr. Holmes know that he may always read the latest strand at no cost.
Oh!
Mycroft, here to buy a book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counseling, Doctor.
True, more deserving of scientific study. What do you want?
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with friends.
I'm worried about Sherlock. He's not well. You should know that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment from reality. He will need your support.
Such gall. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the pieces.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted, diverted into something less harmful.
Surely you jest. Only one thing shall truly bring him peace of mind, and that is solving his case.
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return at all.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him. I just wish you also respected him.
The Crown cannot help you. But I can. Give him this.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. He may see value in it. Just do not tell him it came from me. Oh, speaking of the Crown, perhaps you can help us with another matter? It requires some local knowledge.
Sure.
I'm all ears.
For your eyes only. Here is a folder with all the details.
Oh. One of our informants, Philip Hawke, has not been in contact for the last few days. Please check his status. He was working on an investigation close to his lodgings. Hawke is disabled, and his home is next to one of your clients, Captain Stenwick. Report to me after you visited. I'll be in the bookshop. A. Rochester, presumed dead. Lord H.P. Rochester, London billionaire, married an American woman. They had a son named Archibald, who moved east to take charge of his father's interests after finishing his education and reaching the age of majority. Archibald held many jewel mines in Australia and holdings in England. His wealth in gems rose immensely. In 1875, he boarded a ship to England. A storm sunk his ship, no crew members survived, neither Archibald's body nor his gems were ever found. His father, Lord H.P. Rochester, died shortly thereafter, with Lady Rochester moving to Boston and subsequently passing away. Several of the documented Rochester gems have recently resurfaced and been connected to Louisianian banks and the Black Edelweiss among other locations. Oh! Oh, diggity. Maybe it's Rochester. Oh! Archibald Rochester is alive and leading a cult. He aims to conduct a monstrous ritual at Ardnamurchan Lighthouse. By implication, the sacrifice of all abductees of diverse ethnicities. Okay, that is a hell of a leap, but sure. This one we need to chat to Holmes. Let's... oh my god, where's the guy's house? Right, well, first things first, let's fix our threads. There we go. We can... we can only go... we can only go dapper so many times. This is called inconspicuous. They'll believe that we're that other dude again, somehow.
Just back from a trip, Doctor. You look exhausted.
How dare you? Right, so... this is that guy's mansion, so he lives next door. Where would next door be? I don't know what phyllo pastry is. Is that like really flaky one? I prefer other sets of pastry if that's the case. There's the boats. There was a guy who used to stand here before. So I'm guessing we've opened up this case. Like this area is new. Barbershop, okay.
Are you able to help?
It's a shame, but I can't help you.
Could you help me with this one?
May I ask you something?
No, I don't know anything about that.
What is this guy doing here? Oh, is this Hawk's house?
I'm not getting in here.
Why not?
The oldest letter was delivered 3 days ago.
Oh dear.
The milk has soured.
Pastry phyllo is used in Eastern EU and Balkan foods, along with spring rolls. Oh, I like the spring roll stuff. Fair enough. Yeah, that's okay. Right, I guess I have to go around back. We're being very inconspicuous at the moment. No? Okay, maybe not. Should I not do this with Sherlock? Since he's, you know, decent at this stuff. I got a feeling I'm probably gonna have to do that. It's technically... Oh.
Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks.
Oh, I think we found him.
A map of possible routes taken from the embassy. I thought only Sherlock was capable of this kind of deduction. The spyglass was positioned to watch the windows of the embassy across the road.
I think he might be dead.
His face and neck are swollen, and I can see wasp stings all over the skin.
Oh dear. Unfinished note written by Hawk. Carriage with hooded visitor. Visitor stayed inside. Boxes with gold from Japanese Imperial Mint. Oh my. Hey Preston, nice to see you. Yeah, kind of. The last box was moved inside the embassy. The men are having a meeting on the second floor. There are maps of... Oh dear.
A capital M signed by...
No way this guy got done in by wasps.
Royal Berkshire Regiment. They had it tough in Afghanistan.
He definitely seems to have had it a bit tough. And
Only his right arm was functional. His left arm was paralyzed in the war. Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks.
you found me, Watson.
A wasp's nest. They might attack if someone draws too close or are otherwise provoked. Much like London itself.
Right. One of our informants, Philip Hawke, has not been in contact. He's working... Oh yeah, I have to go to the bookshop. It looks like the Japanese are moving stolen gold. Yeah, I'll be back in just 2 seconds, okay? Alright, sorry. I just had to take a piss. Ooh. At least nobody ran into us this time. Right, back to the bookshop. Where's Mycroft? There it is.
I'm sorry, I have bad news.
Please do not tell me Hawk is a turncoat.
Worse, I have found him dead in his wheelchair, out in the garden.
How did he die? Exactly.
He was stung repeatedly by wasps. His body succumbed to anaphylaxis.
And that is all you observed? Was there anything suspicious?
Well, there was one thing. In his notes I found a handwritten M, but it didn't match Hawke's other writing.
Listen carefully, Doctor. Do not investigate further, do not talk about this matter to anyone, and do not ask questions. Thank you. Now leave it alone.
I kind of want to, though.
I feel a bit strange, Doctor. Like I have a fever.
Oh! It begins. Our plan of getting the hoddy toddy is gonna work.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the strand for all the details. You had a visitor earlier. He seemed angry.
Uh-oh. Holmes? Oh, he's fine.
Holmes, I have the translation. Barnes will keep researching. Holmes? Watson? Did you hear me? Barnes gave us a preliminary translation of the book. I think we have a lead. Sherlock, what is it?
I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession. Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, but my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers. And despite my obsession as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. Without an answer, what use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those men went mad.
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
You are mad?
I bore witness to the same events that you did. I saw with my own eyes the inexplicable, the ghastly, and the unnatural. I can attest to their occurrence. So take heart, for it was as real as you or I, and thus we must persist. Lives hang in the balance. If you cannot see your worth, then trust in me, for I see it. And I know of no other man capable of putting this matter right.
Thank you, John. Would that I possessed even half your courage. Pray tell, where does our journey end?
Ardnamurchan, Scotland.
Okay.
Well, shall we be off?
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.
It's Scotland time. As usual, beautiful weather in Scotland.
Holmes, if we don't make land soon, I fear we will join those missing souls.
Oh, Jesus.
These seas have taken too many, John.
Let's stop them from taking more then.
We got like a Frodo Sam thing going on right now. Watson's becoming the real hero. Evening, Silver Serpent. Nice to see you. Oh, we got our threads. It's overcoat time. Oh, the ritual is underway. How do we stop it? Who knows? Whoa. What the?
You see that glow atop the lighthouse? I have never seen anything like it.
It's called a light. Kind of weird.
Barred and barricaded from the inside.
Jesus.
The door won't budge. Barred and barricaded from the inside.
Alright, we're gonna have to find another way. This looks worrying. What? Okay.
Ouroboros, a snake eating itself. An ancient symbol of eternal renewal. Fresh marks, something scraped along the stone. This door requires a very specific key.
Damn! I was hoping we could smash
An
it
old
open.
cannon, probably rusting here since the 16th century.
Doesn't look very rusty.
The weather here is so fierce. I cannot even hear my own thoughts.
Uh-oh.
Where did the shirt come from?
India. Oh.
Holmes, look. There's a body here.
Not just
Body
any
is still
body,
soft
it's
to the touch.
Ashmat.
He died recently.
Wait, this is Ashmat?
Oh, his eyes are gouged out.
Oh, it's Ashmat. He's got the
infamous curved dagger.
the dagger.
It's tied firmly to his hand. A broken chain. Something was attached to the end.
Probably the key.
Scratches, bruises, and stabs, all self-inflicted.
His body succumbed to all those wounds.
What? Shoot door with cannon. Yeah. He killed himself? Oh. Why is he killing himself? Like, what's going on here? Okay, so he's looking for the key.
A human-sized imprint. Someone fell on their back.
The twig?
This branch was recently broken. The wood is still green. Whatever Ashmat had secured to his chain, he lost it here.
Did he? I was gonna go for... he was trying to dig something up. Oh. Tell you what, we have some very good eyes.
Scratches. This medallion saw frequent use. interesting occult pattern.
What drove him to this dreadful act?
I fear we are about to see for ourselves.